You're listening to Weeknight Wizards.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weeknight Wizards, D&D 5e, Isles of Hebria. I am your unfriendly neighborhood DM, Anthony, and this is the game we're playing tonight. I already said this is. And this is the people that we're playing with. I have a player question that should not be a surprise for any of the players tonight because I let them think about it for a little bit today. Players, letterboxed style, what are your top 4 favorite movies?
Which I do have a little bit of a bone to pick with that article, because it was a really long article to say that letterbox style is your 4 favorite movies.
Yes.
Not
totally
5
agree,
or
Joe.
10, but 4.
It didn't explain how to make it letterboxed style.
If it makes you feel better, Joe, I did not read the article. I just sent the first thing I found.
Okay. It's your 4 favorite movies, not the 4 best movies. But it was in that weird modern almost AI journalism way where they said the same thing 15 different times.
It's the equivalent of looking for a recipe online and having everything but the recipe written out. It's like one of those.
Find the button that says skip to recipe.
Yep, here's the entire backstory. Here's all the ingredients. Blah, 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 and then you just make it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep. Then you just draw the rest of the owl.
The rest of the fucking owl. So I didn't read the article, nor did I actually prepare for this, but I did.
But Michael knows himself.
But I will start. No, because actually what came to mind is I was like, you know what? I actually don't think I could necessarily do this today because I don't really watch that many movies anymore, nor do I. I'm like a reformed asshole where I have stopped really getting the strongest opinions about things. So I don't really put that much weight into my opinions on film anymore. Because there's just so many of them out there. But it did make me think about High School Michael, and I thought, what would High School Michael's top 4 letterbox be? And they are embarrassingly dated. Because I was thinking about it, I was I think I went to college with 4 DVDs, and I guess by default that would probably be them. And it was There Will Be Blood.
Nice.
So There Will Be Blood, Fight Club, naturally.
Naturally.
I'm going to put the Lord of the Rings trilogy as one film in this case.
I narrowed it down to 1.
And here's the thing is, well, okay, if I had to pick, it's Two Towers. But then the 4th one, which is not, again, a good one, but I had the DVD, so I think it tracks for this purposes, but it was The Prestige by Christopher Nolan. So I'm going to put those as High School Michael's letterbox.
And you had to have that 4th because that's The Prestige.
Yeah, right. Well, no, I should have introduced it and then brought it back at the end.
The turn.
The turn, yeah. So that's how I. Yeah.
Excellent. I mean,
that's a respectable 4.
It's all from the 2004 to 2009. Oh, and I guess also Dark Knight would have probably been in there at the time, but
Cool. Two Towers was 2002, but close enough.
Yeah.
Crazy didn't change the name.
Yeah,
wild. It's so crazy.
Is absolutely wild.
Okay. I'll go next because I feel like mine's a diametrically opposite energy from Michael's, who is what do high school? I don't care about perception anymore. I don't have opinions. I was here are my opinions. And I went very strong in the other direction of what's the most letterboxed collection of films that I can put as my 4 favorite films. So one of them is, the English title is Fires. It's a French-Canadian film by Denis Villeneuve called Incendie. He's the guy that did the new Blade Runner when it came out, but this is one of his earlier films. I won't spoil it for you,
Blade Jogger.
But along with Old Boy, the Korean film that I talked about, it is the best twist of any film I've ever seen by far. like shocking. And it's basically about these French Canadian twins that go to find where their mother is from, who moved from the Middle East when she was young, and they'd like trying to find out her history. Like that's the so anyways, it's called Fires. A film that came out a couple years ago called Drive My Car by the director Ryusuke Hamaguchi. It's the adaptation of the short
You
story.
can just say
by-
what the movies are, Greg.
No,
We don't-
no, no,
we
no.
don't- we
This
don't
is
need the
Letterboxd.
whole-
No,
thing.
letterbox style. I gotta I gotta know.
I'll make the last two quick, but it's basically the short story by Haruki Murakami, which got made into a film, and it won an Oscar for like best international film. I think 2021. Really good. About a driver. Run Lola Run by Tom Tykwer, which is
Or
from
Lola
like the early
Rent
2000s.
in the German original.
Yeah. German, like Berlin indie kind of gritty crime film. It's really good. And then the last one is Paprika by Satoshi Kon, which is kind of like one of the best animated films ever. And just like, I say that, but I'm gonna axe it. I have to replace it with Akira because it's just it's too important. So it's got to be Akira instead. But Paprika's really fucking good.
Craig, I wanted your last one to be like Ted.
It was gonna be Shrek. It was going to be. I'm not,
Shrek
I'm not
is
even
too
kidding.
funny.
I'm not even kidding. Shrek was the film I had up until like 30 minutes ago. I was like, that's too like. I genuinely stand by it though.
Hey, Greg,
That's the prestige right there.
I would assert that Shrek is a perfect 90 minutes.
That's true.
Mhm.
None's wasted.
I mean, it's a perfect film. Like,
Yeah.
Start to
it really
finish.
is.
I've only heard of Akira of your whole list. Great.
That's because
You should
he's
watch the
so
others.
cultured.
Apparently he tried so hard on this list.
I knew Paprika.
Yeah, they're all really really good. I'll write them down so you guys can check them out later. They're worth watching.
I'm gonna go quick. I took away from this Letterbox article that these aren't like you said best films. They're just like films that you could rewatch multiple times that you really enjoy, that always bring you either a sense of nostalgia or just it's just something that's
Comfort
always
films.
great. Anchorman is one for me.
Yep.
Quoted that a lot.
I'm sure you're the only one.
Return of the King is my choice of the 3 Lord of the Rings films. Moneyball, weirdly enough, I absolutely love Moneyball. And then my last one is the first Ninja Turtles movie.
Hell yeah.
Secret of the Ooze is great. It's really good, but the first one was just like, I don't know.
I think if you ask, film critics, the Ooze one was not good actually.
Oh, I loved Secret of the Ooze, man. Toka and Razor. Oh, they're so cool.
Yeah.
Super Shredder. Come on.
I'm not saying you're wrong. From like, especially like 8-year-old Michael thought it ripped, but
Yeah.
it does not mean.
What did high school going into college Michael think?
Michael going to high school? Michael has always loved had an affection for the Teenage Mutant Turtles, so that's a loaded question.
Yeah.
I also went the same like route where like I'm like my favorite movies are like ones that I would put on just because, like, not like I'm gonna sit down and watch a movie, but just like I don't have anything to watch, I'm gonna put this on.
Yeah.
So I went with Ocean's 11.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
5-star.
Yeah, it's just excellent. Spirited Away.
Sure.
5 stars.
Fuck, where's the 2? Red Line. I'm going with another anime movie. And for number 4, it's like a James Bond movie, but it's like a toss-up. One of the older ones. It's probably GoldenEye.
GoldenEye's so good.
Of just like
You got GoldenEye as one of the older ones?
I mean, it's like
Sean Connery, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
What? No.
Here's
You're
the- wait, no.
Goldfinger.
I know Goldfinger. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say. I was also like. I'm like also like GoldenEye. I saw it was like not good.
No, I meant Goldfinger. I was
video game for the 64. Not a good movie.
Michael, this isn't about whether it's good. It's not the best movies. It's about the movies that
Okay.
mean the most to
Look,
Joe. Yeah.
Man with the Golden Gun, GoldenEye, and Goldfinger. I always get confused.
All
And then
very
there's From
different
Russia with
films.
Gold and
Yeah,
Gold
very
Pussy
different films.
and
Gold,
Gold
Gold
Raker.
Casino Royale.
Old pussy.
Gold Ball.
Quantum of Goldus.
God, do you remember how bad Quantum of Solace was?
Oh, truly, truly terrible. I did
Uh,
rewatch
so-
a lot of those last couple of years, and wow, that just what a terrible film.
That one just like you go like sandwiched between Casino Royale and Skyfall. What
Yeah.
a travesty.
Truly.
So the reason that I asked this one is because I just spent a couple of days adding my entire list into Letterboxd. So now I know how many movies I've seen, and
It's 7.
I guess it's 7. I guess one of them is not like you had said, like a movie that I would just have on in the background, but it is the movie that like I think is the best movie. But we'll save
Sure.
that one for last.
It's Ted.
Shrek.
It's Ted. It's actually Ted 2.
Yeah. Ted 2. Ted 2, The Prestige.
Starring David Bowie.
And the fucking teddy bear.
And Seth MacFarlane as the teddy bear. Here are mine. I'll kind of go in order-ish. The first one is The Princess Bride from 1987.
Classic.
Just a classic. Absolutely love it.
Anybody want a peanut?
It's arguably the most quotable movie. Next, I've got a Marx Brothers film from 1933, which is called
Wow.
Duck Soup.
Duck Soup is class.
Mm.
That's probably the best.
It's
Marx
one of my
Brothers film.
favorite. I think it's one of the funniest movies. In the second place slot, I have 2002's Catch Me If You Can.
It's a great one.
Also
It's
good.
just fantastic. And lastly, the movie that I think is the best movie is 1979's Alien by Ridley Scott.
Quite good.
Mm.
Just a
Quite good.
great movie.
I
And-
should have included Airplane on my list.
Airplane's great.
Airplane,
Joe?
Ocean's 11, and Ferris Bueller are like all vying for that fourth slot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Airplane
I've
is
said a
the
lot of
most you film I can think of.
That's true.
I also like
Uh,
Naked Gun is also really good.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say Casino Royale technically also fits Joe, but that's just the gambling part. I'll give a controversial opinion. I do not like Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's
I
fine.
don't care for it.
I respect that.
I don't
It's
think
not
that's
for everybody.
that controversial.
I think I do think it has a kind of cult of personality thing around it, like a cult favoritism that like I don't think I think there's a romanticism around it that doesn't
Sure.
necessarily hold up.
Michael,
compared to
I'm in
other
your
things,
I'm in that
but-
same boat where I don't think the Goonies is all that. I just
Ooh.
don't.
Yeah.
I actively don't like that movie.
Yeah,
I don't either.
care for it at
Yeah.
all. It's pretty stupid.
Hmm.
But I get that there is a large group of people who like grew up on that shit, and it was that was the
Yeah.
movie for them.
I just want to say, for anyone who might stumble upon this page, this is the episode where we're actively trying to shed all of our 12 listeners.
fan base.
Listeners, yeah.
Excuse
I
me,
think-
I didn't shed anyone because nobody fucking listens to all the movies that I listed.
Hey, put it in, put it in
doesn't
the
matter.
comments. Put your favorite
Greg's
4.
talking. How do we fast forward?
Oh, let me explain. Let me explain that joke to you. So the reason that joke.
We actually have an edit, a
let
secret
me-
YouTube
Let me
episode
just
where
give
we
you a synopsis. So the joke that I just told was directed by.
Mhm.
we have a secret
By
YouTube
Christopher
channel
Nolan,
where
and
we
that is The Prestige.
I say we have a secret YouTube channel where we actually just cut all of Greg's lines and it makes them into crisp 20-minute episodes.
There you go.
I'm glad
move
you're so
'em along.
self-aware. I'm glad you're so self-aware, Greg.
Yeah, absolutely.
God, that would be quite the podcast. It's called
Mhm.
Greg explains himself, and
Greg explains the joke.
Greg explains the joke is also a good title. Anyway, I introduced this game that we're playing, which is Dungeons and Dragons 5e. We'll shift to that. I would say a lot happened last time.
Mhm.
Is anyone prepared to give a summary of what happened?
Always.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like you've done the last couple.
You got it.
Anthony. Okay, so in our last session, we had started with waking up our good friend Wanai from his knockout bout with his rival, and he was okay, but bruised to his soul. And then we spent some time hanging out in the town, talking to Narkella. And we also had a scene in which Vera tried to investigate if there were members of the Turtles there, like who were practicing magic, like how they started practicing and how they were learning, and found out that some of the Gorgons had been helping to teach them. We also had Quinn and Wanai drop off all of their metal tiles that they had picked up, or metal discs that they had
That's
picked
right.
up from Karkaram. And also, I believe that Wanai's shield is being upgraded or worked on by the blacksmith.
It's with the smith. Yep.
Charcy, right?
Charcy.
That's his name. And then we decided that we were going to sail on to Para, or specifically kind of the part of Paris that Vera is from. We return to the airship. We
Paris.
find out Paris. We find out that the Capadra have run away and have returned to their people, we presume, but they have taken care of themselves. We head towards Vera's enclave. We bring Almira and the other Gorgon that we had rescued.
I looked in the notes. It is Adara.
Adara. So Almira and Adara. We land in Paris. Paris, it's this beautiful, kind of like Grecian-inspired city, or like on the bay. We land the ship. We have an unfortunate scene in which Quinn tries to put on Barkface, or not Barkface, Gorgon Scaleface, which we
Almost
tell
canceled
him
him.
not. Also canceled. Almost canceled him. Told him not to do that, but instead he made himself look like a different Harangon. And then we go to the waterfront, which was Vera's favorite spot, where there was like a lookout there. We head to the Enclave of Paris, and that's where Vera's nest mother Alma was based. But so we then find out she was retired. We're trying to specifically avoid Nephra, who's the person that exiled Vera. But we're greeted by the new nest mother, whose name is Cassera. Cassera was kind of the nest mother in training when Vera was living there. But they kind of catch up, and we ask if we could have an audience with her. And we're all kind of catching up, and then Thriss, the kind of militant leader of the Gorgons, comes in, and there's a little bit of an altercation. So, anyways, Quinn, or I should say Manny and Quinn go outside with Thriss to kind of distract her, and Avira has a little bit more of a powwow with Cassera, and basically admits that like she will take on the trial of the scale. It's something that's customary for all Gorgons to do, which Vera had never done, and is kind of been gnawing at her. And also she will only vouch. So Cassera will only vouch for Vera's character in the upcoming kind of situation and trial of her mother, if she passes the trial of the scale and is a fully fledged member of the clan. So she decides to go through with it, and there's a really nice scene where all the members of the party kind of vouch for Vera's integrity and say really nice things about Vera, which is not normally what happens in this world. And then we go out there and find out that Thriss wants to fuck Manny. Like,
He kind of got sexually harassed a little bit.
pretty down bad.
Yeah.
She anime protagonist style put her hand up against the wall. He looked at her like a senpai and trembled.
The
And it was
Kabedon.
yeah,
What is it
yeah,
called?
yeah. Yeah, and then Vera tells Thriss that she will be taking on the trial of the scale. And that's pretty much where we left off.
Thank you. Do I have anything to add?
If you had the podcast where you edit me out of it, no one would do the recap for you. So there'd be a
Shit.
gaping
That's
hole there. for the audience.
We just skip it because they're so short. You don't really need to recap at that
yeah.
point.
Well, there you go.
We just like cycle through.
It's actually just our shorts.
Yeah, just shorts.
I think that's all the details. Thank you for a comprehensive recap.
You got it.
And
A slight note: I wrote Charcy as a female. I don't know if it was ever actually said, but that was always in my mind and my intention.
I was not
oh
aware.
no,
Female blacksmith.
did I misgender your
Hell yeah.
I don't know if it
Character?
was gendered
No,
in my.
I don't
5x5.
remember.
Wow.
Here's
Now
what
we
you
know.
have in your 5x5, Nick. Kindly, is blacksmith, WF blacksmith?
Work
It's
from
WF.
Blacksmith.
Wicked female. I don't know.
You just have helped me learn the value of hard work. Status unknown.
Oh yeah, because
There were no
Yep, no
female
cues.
pronouns in there for me
All
to
good.
pull from. So that's on you.
You assumed its gender. And didn't ask.
I did because there was nothing to prompt me either way.
Doesn't matter. Just saying.
I think before we begin, something that and this is I guess more fuel for later on in this arc, but there are 4 of you that are sort of working toward this event that's coming up at the end of the arc. We've got the hearing for the Turtles, and we've got the trial of Vasla that are happening at the same meeting of the High Coven in Dressalis. I would like each of you to let me know on these 2 events or issues, which way do you lean? As far as Turtles joining the Republic versus Turtles remaining their own independent nation, and then Vasla being killed for her actions, or not killed, executed for her actions, versus being spared and further investigation.
I guess my question is for you is, are you telling this to us as players that we're going to role play, or are you telling this like our characters would know that those are the 2 like outcomes? Meaning, I guess in my mind, a trial is the investigation, not do we spare their life versus do we execute, but do we know that going in?
I am asking about the your character's preferred outcome of both things.
Gotcha. Okay.
You want answers right now, or do you want like a?
I want them right fucking
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Manny's
I mean,
very
do you want them
simple.
openly, or do you want these to be?
Unless it's a secret.
Manny is.
I'm just curious.
It is not secretive. Manny is pro Turtle, and he's pro not killing Vasla. He wants to believe in redemption. He's like pretty positive.
Yeah.
Good vibes only with Manny.
I get that. I get that
Mhm.
read.
Yeah, surprising everyone, I'm sure.
Vera is pro Turtle integration and is pro justice for Vasla. So I'll put that on. Cares about upholding the law.
The Turtles want to join, right?
Turtles
Yes.
are currently vying to join.
Okay.
Correct.
I just had to check.
Yes.
Quinn is the same. Pro Turtle, pro I mean I don't think he wants her if Vera doesn't want her mom dead, Quinn doesn't particularly care.
When I is clearly pro Turtle.
I don't know about clearly.
Is pro Turtle.
Okay.
And wants them to join if they want to join.
With the witches.
Alongside. But here's the thing, though.
Anti-witch.
Is willing to accept the death of Vasla if that is what happens. Like, I don't think she should escape her crimes. So pro justice. Same with Greg.
All right. We will open right where we left off. We are at the end of the first day that you have 3 of before the big event. You are still in. Is this building called the Scale? I don't remember.
It's built to scale.
No.
It is built to scale. Thank you. This is the Enclave of Paris.
Correct.
Yes. So we are still in the Enclave of Paris. Cassera is there, and so is Thriss. And I believe that you have just consented to taking part in the trial of the Scale, Vera.
That's right.
Is there anything that your party wants to do before the trial of the Scale?
I would like to see if there's a shop that might know something about this metallurgist's longsword. But I will ask Vera if it would be a. Hey Vera, is it a bad idea to maybe have somebody here look at these swords we found? Or these weapons?
We have on Paris. We have many members of different nests who are familiar with the arcane. It would not be strange, considering it's a port town, that goods are examined and determined whether they have worth. So, no, I don't think it would be a problem to ask certain magical users whether they can assess your equipment.
Okay,
But I would
I was more
say,
looking for a vibe check, like because of these things specifically are
yeah,
unnatural.
right. The things that they would be able to tell, I think they might give you a weird look because they can tell something's wrong with it, but they don't know the things I know, if that makes sense. So they would be able to maybe tell you some properties if that's what you're looking for, but I would maybe stay near the water where they're used to seeing guests.
Vera, I have a question. Are I know that like Morgans are called witches, but do you all like study magic or like are you like wizards? They're like a mix of spellcasting.
So not all members of the Gorgons can practice magic, just as not all of the Harengon can or any other race. So there are schools and there are enclaves that specialize in teaching and nurturing that talent, but the term witches was used historically in a derogatory fashion, considering that we're all female, but
Well,
then
because witches are evil,
became
right?
reappropriated to be something that we felt comfortable calling ourselves.
Oh, so Wana, you don't have to be scared. Some of them are wizards and some of them are sorcerers. They're not all witches.
That's good to know. It's only the witches that I'm not.
That scare you?
That kind of scare me. Yeah, when I would like to visit shops, possibly get. It doesn't need to be a scene. It can be hand waved. I'm totally comfortable with that.
Sure.
Because I know this is about the trial of the Scale.
Manny would get a potion of greater healing while we're
Yeah,
at
I'd like
it.
to buy a potion. I'd like to
Yeah.
sell some rupees. I have stuff. Ornate
Okay.
belt, ornate robes.
Sure. You can sell your wares. That's fine. They will give you full value here. How many weapon merchants or smiths do you visit?
How many names can you come up with off the top of your head?
Michael, I'm literally sitting at a computer.
That's true. I'm specifically looking for someone who knows more about the Blade of the Deep than I do, and they can tell me about it.
Sure.
The metallurgist longsword,
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
I think the first merchant that you visit doesn't want anything to do with it. They don't even want to look at it. The second merchant.
Disgusting.
Thank you. Exactly. Verbatim.
Yeah.
The second merchant is intrigued, but they can't tell you anything. They just think that it looks valuable. The third merchant that you visit can tell that it is an object that contains power and potential, but that it clearly has not been tapped as such.
I worry, Mr. or Mrs. or vendor person. I'm afraid if I use this that I could lose a part of myself, or it could cause me harm, or could harm someone I care about unintentionally.
They will let you know that in order to unlock this weapon's full potential, conditions must be met. A deal must be made.
I don't really like that.
X-Blade dip?
Can you tell me what its value is?
Its value is twice that of a normal longsword.
Okay, not much.
I believe it's got a ×2 modifier on it, Nick.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
multiply 3 by 2.
times,
I mean,
2 times 10,
yeah.
if that.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna put it back on my back. I'm not, not gonna keep it where I would use it in battle still
Okay.
at this point. But I'm also gonna buy a potion of greater healing.
Great.
100 gold.
I do have an ornate robe and the ornate robe has a stab wound, but the ornate belt seems good.
I'll pay you 3/4 the value of the robe. Do some quick maths over there.
I gotta find what the heck the value is. I don't think we ever got a value.
Most close to stab wounds aren't worth very much.
But okay, that's fine. I got it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being generous here. After you finish your shopping excursion, it is nearing dusk, and you all approach the Enclave Paris here. Torches have been lit up the stairs, and members of the clan are flanking the entrance, all hooded and robed. There is a soft chanting in the air as you all approach. Cassera and Thriss stand. Thank you. And stand at the top of the steps to welcome you. Here, I'll scale them down so that they're not giants.
We didn't even make the joke this time. Aren't you proud of us?
I am a little proud, yeah. Mostly
I thought
because you didn't have time though.
I mean, they were on the screen most of the time. I thought it.
Thank you. Cassera steps forward as the nest mother, and she says, Vera, welcome. Because of the, shall we say, unusual circumstances with which you take your trial. You are clearly no longer the 15-year-old girl who was meant to take this a long time ago. Do you wish for your compatriots to join you?
I think she turns and looks directly at Wanai and gives him a little bit of a smirk, and then says, "Oh, I should think so, yes."
Manny, that made me uncomfortable.
It was very sexual.
Should I be worried?
I don't know. I'm getting weird vibes from all the Gorkins here. He hides behind you as he looks at Thriss.
I can't read these people.
Thriss is like very solemn. She's holding like a scepter in both hands that looks entirely ceremonial, and she has her head bowed, but she looks up and gives you like a wink.
Strokes the scepter a little bit. Looks at him.
Quinn is standing.
All of her.
Quinn is standing next to Manny and thinks the wink was for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say all of her snakes give a wink at the same time.
How many snakes have to wink before it becomes a blink?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go. Vera says, my friends are me and I am my friends. My trial is theirs and their trial is mine.
very well. Please. And they gesture toward the inner sanctum of the Enclave. They lead you inside, and sort of behind the area where you had met with Cassera earlier, everything is like dark now and candle lit. This feels much more ceremonial in mood. But there is a large door at the far end of that room where they lead you inside and down a set of stairs and into glittering
Wow.
cave.
We're gonna be rich.
Gemstones line the walls, and some appear to even hover in place that give off a luminescence that illuminates the cavern. Cassera and Thriss each bear a jug and a chalice, from which they pour the jug into the chalice and offer them to each of you.
Yeah, I think.
Can I do a perception to
go
see what
ahead.
it is?
Perception would
Or-
tell you that it's a liquid.
How do you-
Investigation or survival?
Can I do perception to see how I think it's gonna taste?
Sure.
I'll do investigation.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah, does it have a smell?
Oh,
Me
Michael,
too.
there's a
Crushed it.
there's a spice to it.
Mm.
Stings the nostrils.
Vera drinks it
That's for
without
you, Nick.
question.
Quinn, this is not a liquid that you've encountered before. It does look a little off as far as regular bar fare would be concerned.
I would like to make a sleight of hand check to not drink this.
Fascinating. Okay. It's gonna be.
One eye's gonna drink it.
Yeah.
They
You
see,
choke.
They see you like trying to do the turn to the side and pour it behind you thing, and Thriss like steps forward, like looks down at you. She is significantly taller than you, and she says, "I'm sorry, I thought that Vera's friends were her. Are you trying to signify that you do not want to participate in the trial?" because you can leave.
I just don't make it a habit of drinking strange liquids. Would you mind telling me what this is?
Based on the everything about you, I can tell that that's not true.
Fucking read, damn.
Yup, you got him.
Oh.
It is a ceremonial draught that will bring upon the true potential of this cave. And she gestures around, and you can see like this hollow where the fading sunlight is coming in is like in the perfect shape of a snake scale, which is how it earned the name the Scale.
Quinn, I wouldn't be too afraid. My Bale and I, we often drink liquids such as these to experience nature more fully.
It actually just occurred to me right now that the scale is probably referring to a snake scale and not like a weight scale.
That's correct. But also,
It is
Um,
a double entendre. I think Vera will just like very kind of calmly turn to Quinn and say, Quinn, for this you're either in fully or you're not, and I won't hold it against you if you're not, but this is
I wouldn't
important to me.
I wouldn't hold it against you either. Like, have you ever had a cloudy sake?
yeah.
It looks like
Nigori?
that. It's like
Mm.
kind of weirdly like.
Oh my god,
milky
it's
almost.
sorbet. It's sorbet lizard milk. I
Not
knew it.
lizard milk.
Lizard milk
always-
again.
Not lizard milk.
So
It's a different
Yeah.
reptile.
Oh, lizard milk?
Yeah.
He's drinking it.
Why did you
Snake.
say so?
It's
What is
snake milk.
What does it taste like?
Sobe.
Banana and strawberries.
Did you ever in sort of like the late 90s, early 2000s, there was this line of drinks that that had a lizard logo on them. One of them was pure white, and it was
Pina colada, wasn't it?
pina colada flavored. It tastes like a little bit like that, but like really, really alcoholic to the point that like it almost has like a spice to it.
Sounds like my kind of jam.
Yeah, Manny would take a sip. And by that description, I think would probably like it.
Yeah, it rips.
Yeah, I will.
But if you don't want yours, I'll take it.
Thriss puts her hand on your shoulder, not as like making a pass at you, but like looks at you seriously and shakes her head.
Oh. He blushes and sips his drink a little faster.
Yeah, I think Vera's downed hers already.
Very good. Cassera collects the goblets from you, and they move towards the staircase, and they say, "Best of luck to you, Vera, and to your compatriots. We will return at noontide tomorrow to see how you have fared. Trust in what you see. Trust in what the visions reveal to you." And with that, they close the door. You hear the sound of a lock. There is no knob or mechanism on this side. And
I ask, are there like fingernail marks in the door or something? Like people
no,
have
there
tried
are
to
not.
Okay.
No, the door appears to be in very good condition, very well maintained, though old. But it doesn't look like anybody has been trying to claw their way out or
Check.
anything. I think that maybe 10 or 20 minutes initially pass, and you all notice that you have gained the poisoned condition,
Oh.
Nice.
including you, Vera.
Hmm.
I feel like the whole time I would just be like, guys, I think I feel funny. Am I acting funny? I think I might be feeling it. My hand's weird.
Calm down.
Are these all? Have these always been my hands?
Have I always had 3 fingers?
Just to,
Oh no! Oh
just to
no!
check, this is the effect of the poison condition, not that we have been poisoned, correct?
Huh.
What's the
Both.
difference?
What a question.
What is the difference?
Well, the difference is that I have immunity to poison.
She's saying even
You
you
have the
get
poison
even
condition,
you.
even though you are immune to poison.
That's what right, but what I'm right, so that's what I'm saying.
You are poisoned as well.
You are poisoned,
You
and
get the
you
effects.
will have the full effects of the poison condition, or
Great.
else.
You
Can we
say
apply
or
that to our-
else?
We can't apply that to our sheet, right?
I don't
I don't
know.
think so. It
I
should be a
think so, yeah.
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Yeah, and also probably about every 10 minutes or so, the screen flashes and your health drops a little bit.
Did-it-it-did-it-it.
And it also makes the most horrifying sound
Horrifying
known
sound,
to
yeah.
man. Probably another hour goes by. You've lost probably 5 or so health or HP.
Mm.
Oh.
And you're sort of nothing's happening other than like you've been poisoned, and you're probably starting to wonder like whether this is an endurance test or what's going on.
I can't even feel it, man. I'm gonna take another one. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take another half of one. Like this ain't shit.
Can I make a history to see if this is anything like the concoctions I have drank in the past with the bale?
Yeah, sure. You rolled poorly, but also no, it is
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Unless you drink poison. Venom? Poison.
Poison.
Well, alcohol is no, it's fine.
Different.
It depends on it, where it's built from. Venom if it's like from a fang, poison if it's excreted from like a skin or a plant.
That is correct.
As the first hour passes, you all start to feel it hit you. And there is a weird shift where the lights that are, or the luminescence that is coming off of the gems starts to become brighter and brighter, and you feel the room start to swim a little bit.
Put my Gorgon
And-
glasses on.
That's fine.
Dude, you look so cool.
The Gorgon glasses do not affect what your brain is perceiving, as the room shifts, and so does your consciousness.
Mm.
And you, like, the next time you blink, when you open your eyes, you are somewhere else.
Mm.
And you all find yourselves in sort of like the edge of a jungle leading out into a savanna. And you look down and kind of around you because you weren't expecting to be here. And the thing that strikes you is that, you know, what you look down at your hands and at your dress, and this is a memory that you have because you are Vera,
Oh.
and you are with some of your nestmates, and you're going out on a hunt. And one of the nest not the nest mother, but the nest maid, is leading you out on the hunt. And Let me get to my notes here. You know that this is sort of like similar to the the trial of the scale that you will take in a year or so. You are you're sort of like going on this rite of passage that will determine your sort of the path that your life will take. And I'll have you make like either a nature check or a survival check just to see like kind of how you're doing as far as like feeling prepared for the path ahead. And thank you all for being so prompt. I'm going to have you roll on Greg's sheet.
Oh,
I
I
rolled
don't
the
Oh,
same
yeah.
number. Is that okay?
I'll get to look at. I can't
we
see.
cannot.
I'm going to modify Greg's sheet.
Do it.
Do it.
I will change these permissions later. Okay, try now.
I see it. I change everything.
Yes.
So few skills.
I have like double your shelf.
So few skills.
Yep.
All right.
Do we get advantage because we're poisoned? Or disadvantage? I mean?
No, you don't.
Okay.
In this vision, you are not poisoned.
Cool.
Yeah.
Seems right.
Quinn is still poisoned.
Yeah. Everybody except Quinn.
I have rolled so bad in like the last 3 sessions.
You have, and it's unfortunate. So you feel like you're about 75% prepared for this. You are what we would call a bit of a city girl. You're not used to being out in the wilderness so much. But this is a great chance to kind of commune with nature, to see the world beyond Paris, the city, not the country. And you're looking forward to this time to bond with your nest sisters. And as you kind of crest a hill on the savannah, you see the wide swath of countryside of Paris, and it's just beautiful. You can see where like in the distance where some farms are set up, you can see the lighthouse across the bay, and this just gives you an overwhelming sense of home. And real quick, I'm going to have you make either a perception check or an insight check.
17. I rolled well.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Mix it up.
For the most part, you can tell that like you're getting this sense of camaraderie, but there's something that feels off just with the vibes. And Vera, you turn to the nestmate who's leading you out into this on this trip, and you ask a question. What's the question that you ask? This can be anybody. You're all Vera right now.
Is it supposed to feel like this?
Like, are you kind of like blending the memory and like your current experience a little bit?
Could
Who
be.
knows?
I like it.
What do you mean? asks Jade.
I was so nervous to go out on the hunt, but I just thought it would feel different. It just doesn't feel like I thought it would.
As you say that, you feel a pair of hands on you from behind. And you look around and you see that group of masked humans are kind of taking you and your sisters by the shoulders. And you just see Shade kind of look at you and smirk and say, "Huh, how about that?" And you gain the kidnapped condition because they whisk you
Sure.
away from here. And as you like thrashing against these uh, people who are older and more powerful than you, you just see Jade look at you and smirk and kind of like wiggle her fingers in like a goodbye. And you, in addition to the kidnapped condition, you also gain the betrayed condition,
Mm.
as you have been wholeheartedly betrayed.
Mm.
And we will
Mm.
transition the scene as the memory shifts. And now we are in a stronghold. You
Mm.
are in a cage next to a number of cages. This room has no windows. There's no natural light coming in whatsoever. The only light is coming from a couple of sconces on the walls over here. And you sort of like come to in this unfamiliar surrounding. I'm sure that your heart is beating a mile a minute as you're trying to figure out what's happening to you, where you are. You can see that your two sisters that you were taken with you are in cages near you. And as you look up here towards the only sort of like center of motion in the room, present you and present all of you would recognize that Almira and Adara are being taken out of this room by two oops, not you. By two masked people who you would in your present um, sensibilities would note that these are metallurgists
Mm.
or members of the metallurgists.
Mm.
So they are being very similarly like bodily brought to the next room here.
Mm.
I will have you all. No, this isn't a roll. I have it right here highlighted. You can see across this wide room that over on this desk is a weapon that has a shining blade that kind of shimmers with almost like a dark light. And when you search your soul, you can kind of feel like it's calling to you. And these metallurgist underlings are kind of like making the round or whatever. You're in cages. They're not really concerned with you. You can see that there are a pair of overseers over here that are tending to their own business. But by and large, like you're in cages and they are ignoring you. And so I will have all of you collectively make a Since you don't have thieves' tools on you, I'll just have you make like a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Wow, Joe.
Hope you guys didn't need that to be higher.
Guess we'll find out.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Strong 2 from Joe.
That's
Two
a
and a five.
critical fail.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I think that what happens here is that you're able to sort of like, as you're like leaning your head against the door of the cage, one of your snakes, boy, I was about to say one of your snakes snakes its way out, but that's just
Ambulates.
the same word twice. One of your snakes slithers its way through the bars of the cage and is able to jimmy its fangs into the lock. And because of that critical fail, Joe, the click that it makes as it unlocks is audible. And you get a sense of recognition from both this underling and this overseer. What do you do?
I think Vera turns to the gorgons that are next to her in the cages, and she's like, "Make a distraction now." And tries to get them to like either grab at the people as they pass by, or like wail, or like do something to like give her a split second advantage.
Yeah. So as this guy rushes toward your cage, Shay grabs him through the bars of the cage and grabs his shirt and like kind of catches him off balance, and he trips. This Gorgon, whose name you don't quite remember, starts to wail, as you said. But this overseer is coming toward you. What is your next move? And this is not just you, Greg. This is all of you.
No,
You're all
this is-
you're all
yeah.
Vera.
I get that. I just don't want to. It's tough. I don't want to take away from.
This is
You're
not
not.
meant to be just Greg making the decisions. This is like the canon events of this memory will happen, but how it happens is up to you all.
So
Yeah.
one question I just have is we're playing off Vera's sheet,
Mhm.
but what do we have access to? Because obviously I would assume we don't have access to some of like Vera's warlock abilities.
Correct.
Per se.
Yep.
So is it so we should just look at things that are either from background and heritage?
Yes.
Okay. So we still should have petrifying glare. If we...
Yes.
You would have you have natural armor, dark vision, snakes, poison immunity, and petrifying gaze.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but we should save that for a cool moment.
I mean, I think we run for the scythe, right?
Yep, I was gonna say when I's
Gotta make a run for it.
instinct, even as Vera, would be to try to get there as quickly a weapon as quickly as possible. Possibly even get the sconces put out. Throw a rock at them or something, or
You tell. This is
I think-
shared storytelling. Somebody pick a direction. That's fine.
I think that would be the most logical thing. That's what Vera feels this is calling to her. It's a weapon. Go for the scythe.
Yeah. Let's do it.
yep.
Okay. I think only I have control over this one. So what can you drag your Vera token on, Greg?
Yeah.
Just replace that.
Yeah.
I just put her there as a placeholder. Thanks.
There you go.
Great, yeah. So you book it over to the scythe here.
I don't know what my speed is. It's blank on my character sheet here.
We're not in initiative order,
Oh, okay.
but I do appreciate the dig at Greg. What is your speed?
Who fucking knows?
God, I was about to make a joke that nobody on this stream would get.
Sad.
It's called an
The
inside
speed
joke.
is that. The speed is that I want to go fast.
I have a story to tell you about that at a later date. So you rush across the stone floor here, and you see this scythe laying on the table. It looks it has a dark metal blade and a long curved shaft of ebony wood. It's just like a very dark weapon. But as I said before, like its power is evident and calling to you. Do you take it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Snap it over our knee, break the cannon event.
So you put your hands on the scythe, and immediately you hear a voice in your head that says, like, it's sort of like it's an otherworldly voice. It's not anything that you've ever heard, especially within your own internal consciousness. And it says to you, another. You have reached out to me. You have taken me. How do you respond?
I think just in her internal monologue, like all she's saying is just like, I need help. I need help. I need help. I need help. I need you to help me. I need you to help me.
I can grant you power. Power that you have never experienced before. But I demand sacrifice in exchange for this power. This power is great, but it does not come without cost.
I need to save them. I need to save them. Take anything. Take anything. I just save them. Just save them. I'll give you whatever you need from me.
I will give you the power to save yourself, but I demand the lives of all in this room but your own.
Ooh.
I think Vera would say, would do like a quick mental math of seeing the others being taken into the other room.
Yeah.
And say, can you take mine? Can you take mine instead? Can you lend me your power, and then when it's done, you can take someone else?
I'm sorry. That's not how it works. And you see this overseer get into this suit of armor.
Hi.
Yeah. I think Vera, when she hears that and sees that that is happening, instantly, do it, do it, do it, do it. I accept.
As you do, you see like the scythe flares with this sort of like almost iridescent orange energy, and behind, like, you get sort of like the prickles on your neck that something has appeared behind you, and you see an apparition, a thing.
Ooh.
You don't know what it is. It's some sort of entity. But as you turn around, it looks at you with these glowing eyes that have no pupils, and it says to you, "The deal is struck. I will grant you the power you need to get out of here. We are bonded." And after that, disappears. And you now have the full range of powers temporarily of a level 5 warlock.
Cool. I think
We cast mirror
Vera.
image, and then we each get a Vera token.
The way this is going to work is that you, because of like just making this pact with this weapon, you are so flush with power that each of you is going to get a turn as Vera.
Mhm,
Oh shit!
cool. I think before Vera does anything. Well, no, I'll let one of y'all go first. Actually,
Should we
Why
roll
don't we roll initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative for it.
yeah, there you go. Wow, y'all really want? Yeah. Okay.
Nine, a little better.
All right. Mine didn't. Oh, I didn't select my token. I got a 16 though, but I'll.
Oh, that's really funny.
It said it
roll.
to me, the message to me too. I didn't have a token to select.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just don't know how. Can you add one person to the tracker multiple times?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You
not
could-
in a way that
That would be not confusing.
that would be not
You could
confusing.
add more Veras, more Vera tokens.
you could just put our tokens on the table.
That's
too.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just leave them
We-
outside of the bounds or something.
We can also say that like when we get to Vera, it's just going to go Greg, Michael, Nick, Joe.
Oh, just all in a row.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put
Oh. Did it?
Damn, I lost the tiebreaker.
I've got higher decks.
I don't know if you actually did. I just did it in that order. I need to roll some initiatives myself here. All right, I've got one of these, which gets a +2. All right, so you get a 15 as well. And then y'all get a +1. Oh, okay. 20 and a 14. And then what did I stat this thing as? Okay. That is a different page entirely.
How, just to clarify, how are we doing? Are we doing shared spell slots?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
You'll each get spell slots equal to
2
the number
spell
that
slots.
Vera has.
Oh damn.
Okay.
How about concentration?
Oh, I didn't think about that. You can concentrate on one spell. You'll have to share that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's okay. That makes sense. But okay, so yeah, we each have 2. So yeah, at this level, I have 2 spell slots that are non-cantrip spell slots, but I cast them at highest level. So
Cool.
that makes sense.
Okay, so
Oh.
this one is first. He will run 30 feet toward you.
Okay.
Here. Then it is this gigantic suit of armor's turn, and like very much in the vein of the first Iron Man film from 2008. It activates, its eyes glow, it moves It
Ozzy Osbourne
lumbers.
starts playing in the background, and
Yeah, it's AC/DC. Sorry.
Yeah.
But it gets to about here. It has more limited movement, and then it is the Vera's turn. So,
Vera.
Greg, you're first.
Yeah. Okay. Vera is going to move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's gonna use her bonus action to hex the one directly in front of her.
Okay.
And then she's gonna cast Eldritch Blast
Yeah.
and put one beam on the one directly in front of her, and then one beam at the one that is to the right of that one. Yeah, that one, exactly.
Okay.
So okay, so 22.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
That's
You
a
cast a
hit.
curse you deal extra whenever you hit an attack. Also choose one ability. Okay. I'm gonna make the disadvantage for the one in front of her that was hexed on Constitution saves. That's what it has or a disadvantage on ability checks that use Constitution.
Okay.
And then yes, they are going to take 8 plus 8 force and 3 necrotic damage each.
It's this person
Well, and the other one because it's
and
a
this
beam.
one.
Oh, are we doing? No, sorry. Oh, how are we doing the 2 beams again? How did you want to? Is it one roll per beam? Because it's a beam of crackling energy. Make a ranged spell attack against a target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10. The spell creates more than 1 beam when you reach higher level, so 2 beams at 5th level. So I guess the question is, do you want me to roll for each beam, or is it one roll? If it hits them.
I believe Scorching Ray is 3 separate attacks. I would rule it like that.
It is.
Okay. So let's do.
Where is that? Is that under
Eldritch Blast.
implications?
Eldritch Blast. Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just a
an
level up.
invocation.
Oh, it's just the spell itself.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, I'll roll. Okay, so I'll roll for each one.
Let me make sure, but I'm pretty sure you have to roll for each.
It says it
fine.
in Eldritch Blast. It's the last line. You make a separate attack roll for each beam.
I would
there you
rule
go.
it as you have to make a separate attack roll for each beam.
Oh, guys.
Do you? I guess the question.
Who reads the last line of any spell?
Not me. By that
The
time,
question
I
I-
am done.
This is the thing we got into last time, which is that roll 20 automatically gives me 2 rolls. So do you want to use the second roll as the roll, or do you want to use separate?
I'm fine with that.
Are
It's
we
up to
poisoned right now?
No.
Not
No.
in this vision. Okay.
you. Your bodies
Okay.
are poisoned. Your minds are not.
Cool.
I'm fine. If it's the same, I'm fine just keeping them. Like whatever the 2 rolls are, the 2 rolls, and like.
Sure. They're both hits.
Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
So they would both be so it's 8 force damage to each and 3 poison damage. Necrotic, sorry, to each.
Yeah.
And that's this one and this one. Yeah.
They each have 11 hit points. So can you
Yeah.
describe to me how you killed 2 birds with 1 stone? Well, 2
Yeah.
birds with 2 stones on the same turn.
On the same turn. I think the way it looks is that Vera is like feral at the moment. Like she has gone from desperation to hope to not understanding this being that appeared, and she barely knows like who she is. But I think like she's gripping both, and she just yells. And
Yeah.
as she's yelling and holding on to like the Cathar, her eyes light up with that purple glow, and all of her snakes light up with that purple glow, and it kind of like both beams go together, and it kind of like drills through the first one, and then like veers over to the next one and kind of like
Nice.
scythes through the next one, through the second one as well, and kind of leaves like a scorch mark across the room.
Love it. Next in the Vera order is Michael.
So I just want to check quick. So the one that was hexed died, right?
So
Yes.
so basically you on your bonus action can move the hex to another one because it died.
Okay. I will move it to the one in the armor.
Okay.
The one in the armor. Let's see. I think.
So you can choose something for it to roll disadvantage on for
Yeah.
ability check.
I want to see. Does it have? Looking at the wrong sheet quickly. Can we see its eyes in the armor?
You can see the armor's glowing eyes, a la Iron Man. But you
Sorry,
cannot
I need
see...
other people to not switch the character sheet because I need to look at it.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were also.
Yeah, we all have
sorry.
to look at the same category.
Apologies.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's fun. I just didn't realize this. I didn't realize you were doing it, so I kept
Yeah,
switching back.
So I'm
being
like,
I would
no,
look at
I
the
need to
core.
read the spells.
It was Michael the whole time.
Yeah, you're good. Damn
Yeah. Okay.
So you can see the glowing eyes of the armor, but you cannot see the human pilot's eyes. Thought I moved you to the later layer.
Yeah, that is important to know. I just want to see. They would say like things like poison spray are not an area, right? Is poison spray an area?
It's
A
10
cone?
foot. It's a
It says
puff
10
of
foot.
noxious gas.
Not
Yeah.
a cone.
No.
Okay, I'm just hoping to hit both these guys.
The creature must succeed. So it's
yeah.
on that one.
Okay. This big boy's got me a little scared. So I'm gonna have it so same way. He's gonna Constitution disadvantage.
Yep.
And I need Vera to move within 10 feet of the big guy, and I'm gonna cast poison spray.
Okay. I'm not super.
Yeah, so he has a
familiar with
disadvantage.
Poison spray at higher levels, the spell's damage increases by 1d12. And so basically, he's going to have to make a Constitution saving throw or take 2d12 poison damage.
2d12.
That's quite good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I have
And-
Constitution save.
When it says cast at what level? Oh, wait.
Oh,
You
is
have
that
to
level?
cast it
We're
at the
fifth level,
highest
it's-
level.
5th level, it's yeah.
You're 5th level. You're not casting it at.
Reach 5th level. Okay, right.
Uh,
2d12 though. How do I cast at?
yeah. You're not casting it at 5th level. It's just that when you reach 5th level, it's 2d12 damage.
Yeah, it just so I'm not increasing it. I guess I've never seen this input value. I don't play a lot of spellcasters.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You cast your spell, and the poison flecks onto the armor, and it appears to have no effect.
Notably, it does say spray, but it is a gas.
Gas, yeah. And this is a man in armor.
Projects a puff of noxious gas from your palm.
Yep.
Okay.
It appears to have no effect.
Fuck.
Oh, right.
Really
Constitution
count
save.
on
On the disadvantage. Just to clarify.
On the disadvantage.
His
On the
disadvantage.
he has
disadvantage, the
disadvantage.
damage immunity's poison still says damage immunity poison.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really annoying.
Fair enough.
All right,
Poison that robot.
that was my whole fucking turn. So bye.
It was a good idea. It's a good idea.
It-
Did you move her?
She
You
has to
moved
be within 10 feet.
but then did you
yeah.
move her?
I can't
You-
move her.
Right.
All
One
players
move.
should be
I
able
see,
to move
okay.
her.
I cannot move her.
I can't
Oh.
move her.
Okay, you said like here, Michael?
Within 10 feet of the big guy.
But then you should move away at the end of your turn.
Sure. Yes. Yeah, that's fine.
Just ping where you want her to go.
Yeah, that's fine. So she would go there and then circle away. So
Okay.
That's fine.
What was I gonna grab?
And 2d12 damage would have been pretty fucking sick if there wasn't just a poison
It would have
immunity.
been.
I was like, oh, you're like,
No.
I mean, he's gonna make sure we can't see his eyes.
He's a suit of armor, Michael. Come on.
But any man in armor is still subject to poison. I'm just saying.
What if he's wearing
true.
like a mask in there?
It was.
I guess that was not
the
described that
shield's
way.
only weakness. And Ray's.
It was a good idea, Michael.
It was a good idea. Nick's turn at the helm.
Did you say there was only 2 sconces in this room?
There are sconces along this wall. There's probably 4 or 5.
Can I move down to here and as a
Sure.
bonus action unlock this cage?
Oh yeah, what if you said kill everyone in the room, but if they're not in the room by the time we're ready to escape, maybe there's a get out of jail free card.
Don't tell him my plan, Michael.
I think it's a good plan.
Yeah, can we unlock? Can I unlock this?
You can
as
use a bonus action to unlock this cage.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the small guy.
Sure.
Cool.
With two beams, yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
2 beams.
Two
Just like
beams.
me. Just like me
Guys.
in the morning.
It's 2 beams.
What does that mean?
Eldritch
Done.
Blast.
I don't wanna
Stop
know.
switching it. Or do you have it set up somewhere else? Like,
Two
It's,
beams.
yeah, it's in my attack.
Deal. Wait.
When you have to pee in the morning.
Go to core.
I-
No. Go to core,
yeah.
Nick, and then under my attacks, it's there. So you just click on Eldritch Blast.
I'm looking.
Nick doesn't play spellcaster.
No, it's set up weird. His thing.
No, I would
sheets-
say his sheet's set up correctly in this way.
a 10 is
He just has all of his
10
things.
is a miss.
okay.
Unfortunately.
22 hit.
Do you have advantage?
No, 2 beams.
Oh, a 22 does hit. Yes.
Yeah.
You also roll a d6 for necrotic damage.
Buddy, you
No,
got
the big one's
minimum
hexed.
damage.
The big one's hexed, not the little one.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
You
Oh,
have
I'm
to-
sorry.
uh,
You bit.
Yeah.
No.
Only the big
sorry.
one's hexed.
You're right. Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
do you get to add? Do you have the thing that it adds your charisma to the DM?
you should see it in the core.
On
It just keeps
only
flipping
on
back
my
and forth, so-
packed. Oh, sorry, only on my packed weapon, not on.
One force
I didn't take the
damage.
feat for Eldritch Blast.
And I'm done.
On the little guy?
The smaller one. Yep.
Jeez. Okay. Well, you
Yeah,
did more damage than me. So
Yosef?
I will cast mirror image.
do we have mirror image?
Yeah, absolutely.
We do.
Resolves. Oh, this is worded oddly. 3 losers gets a...
Nice.
I think TLDR.
Nice.
Whenever something attacks it, it has a chance to hit a clone.
Yeah. And they
Right.
go away.
Yep.
As they get hit, they go away.
Sure.
I would like to finish my movement as far away as possible too. By the way, there's 4 of us moving. We're never gonna get caught.
Sure.
Yeah.
Run away.
You're flush with power. You're wicked fast.
I probably had maybe 10 more feet.
Wait,
of
did
movement,
you
so like here.
Resolve trying to unlock the cage.
He said I unlocked it.
He
with my
did
bonus
that
action.
thing.
Okay.
All right, we got
This-
4 Veras.
so
Which one's
yes.
the real one?
This
We don't know.
cage is unlocked.
That's Shay's cage.
Jay's cage is unlocked.
Anything else on your turn,
Nope.
Joe?
I don't feel the need to move.
Great.
We're basically as far away as we can be.
Okay, it is this one's turn. He will. He'll move there. God, what a fucking power move that would be to like run up to like 10 feet away from somebody and just huck a javelin at them. Like,
Yeah,
what?
running start. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Does a 22 hit your AC?
Yes.
It would. So we have to roll over a 6 for it to hit one of our duplicates.
The flat d20.
So
Joe.
yeah, that's what
Joe.
it says. So
Yeah.
Joe's the one who cast it. So Joe, you should roll
Yeah,
the.
Joe,
you should roll the
historically,
first
you've
Got
rolled
it.
very well. So let's get this.
3.
That.
Nope. It hits us.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool 6 piercing damage from the javelin.
Ouch.
That is its whole turn.
okay.
Who put Vera to 0? Oh, never
I'll
mind.
check our
Just kidding.
health.
This asshole's dead. This asshole's dead. Escalation is 1.
Yeah.
1.
Let me
Now it's the big boy.
advertise that. Hey, what? Okay. I selected you. Chose you. Yep. Great. 1.
chose you.
It is the armor.
Oh, actually, can I do something?
I wish you wouldn't.
Can I use a reaction?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke on the one that hurt us.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I'm also going to cast Hellish Rebuke on the one.
I'm also gonna cast Hellish
Oh no! Oh no! What have we
Fucking
done?
Go.
We only
Yeah,
have-
hit me with 3 hellish rebukes. Let's go. How does
Wait.
it work?
Okay, so they need to make a dex save.
I'm looking for.
Gosh,
oh,
I'm gonna
there it
make
is.
3.
Don't we only have 2 spell slots?
Spells.
That's
Yes.
true. And we've used
And I used
Yeah.
1.
hex.
We all have
No,
our-
no, no, no.
Actually,
we
do we
each,
have it?
We
Oh,
each,
yeah.
we each have 2. We each have 2.
Right.
Yes.
And I
You
used a
each have
cantrip
2.
for
Oh.
Eldritch Blast as a cantrip.
But
That's-
Hex is
yes.
not.
Hex,
Okay.
Hex I get. So I talked about this with Hex doesn't count because it's part of the like starting build. So don't count Hex.
Oh,
as
so it's a
one.
cantrip, is what you're
So,
saying.
like,
Okay.
It's yeah. So basically like I have not yet used one. I'm using one of mine on Hellish Rebuke
Got it.
as my
I'm going to use
Okay.
one of mine as
Actually,
Hellish Rebuke as well.
okay.
Greg, you said it first, so this is your save.
yeah. So it's a dex save. Okay.
15.
So that would save.
Okay. And then Joe, I think you said it next.
I
said it.
wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna cast it.
Nick,
I
you said
will.
it next.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a 4. That's
Aha.
a fail.
Is that
And then
5d10?
Michael, you were also casting it.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a
Heck
7. That's
yeah.
also a fail.
Crush him.
Okay.
So it has to do 5d10 fire damage.
5d10.
22.
Okay.
Because all your spell
Well,
slots.
I'm
are
sorry. Hold on. No,
Wait,
hold on.
whoa.
No.
What are
no,
your
no.
spell slots?
No, I misread that. It's not 5d10. I was reading it as past second level, but I'm not casting it at. So when you cast the spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the damage increases by 1d10 for each slot level. So it's not 5d10. It's
We're-
3d10.
All of your spells are 3rd level now. Yeah. So 3d10.
Well,
It's
just add
3d10, not
I'll
5d10.
add the first 3 of those up. So 15. 15 fire damage.
Still good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm rolling.
Yep.
18. You had 11 health, right?
No,
Just
this one's
no.
bigger.
Uh.
That's a good amount of his health though.
Mm.
I don't know if the mic picked that up, but that was the
Where to die?
that was the second die of the 2. That was just I don't need that one anymore. So it is the armor's turn. They have a move speed 30 feet. They're gonna lumber.
Oh.
Oh, he lumbering.
I have no ranged weapons with this thing. Pass. Vera's turn. Starts with Greg.
Okay. Let me look at Hex real quick.
Just like real quick.
I don't think you can move it until the creature dies.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Actually, start of your turn. Let's take a quick intermission.
Oh.
Sounds good.
All right.
Plan your moves, and we'll be back momentarily.
We're muted.
All right,
Okay.
we are back with some combat.
I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers
Great.
on
Wait, do
right
we
on top of the.
do we each have our own concentrations?
No, there's one concentration, but you
Wait,
each have your own spell slots.
But we're not.
It'll if you cast
Yeah.
that, it'll drop
Concentration
mirror
spell.
image.
And
Oh
hex.
no, mirror images. No.
No,
Neither
mirror
of those
image
are
is
concentration.
instantaneous. It's not.
Oh, hex
Yeah.
is concentration actually though.
Oh, mirror image isn't concentration. What the
No.
what the hell? This
No,
spell's
no.
busted.
It's so good. It's
Never
classically an
mind.
amazing spell,
Mhm.
but it will drop hex.
Well, I actually think that's fine
Yeah.
because
That's
if
exactly
one
fine.
of you wants to use hex later for a different effect other than
Sure.
Constitution, if you look at my spell list,
Mhm, mhm.
that might be beneficial.
Well,
Wink,
I made the
wink.
mistake of trying to do that before and got brutally bullied for my
Michael,
choices.
I was gonna say this for our roses and thorns, but like I apologize right now. Like every time I like reskin a monster, I'm like, oh, I'll just drop the resistances and immunities. I'm like, no, that makes it too easy. This time I'm gonna keep them, and then you like cast the one spell that directly like hit its
Are
immunity.
you having Strixhaven flashbacks?
Yes, and I will say I was thinking about it because I'm like, but it's not an automaton; it's a guy in armor who should be not immune to poison. So I thought, I don't know, because if I was like, oh, it's
The
just
armor
a
grants him immunity to poison.
wow, that was impossible to deduce. But anyway.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I am casting Cloud of Daggers directly on top of the smaller guy.
How big is Cloud of Dagger?
It
5
is
foot square.
a cube 5 feet on each side.
Great.
So I do it,
Okay.
and a creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay.
And then
You
I
draw
will
the
move
cube.
the four of us. Yeah, I will. I'll move just one more square back for all of us, but I will draw the cube.
Yeah.
Okay, will I make it transparent?
It
Yeah, it
doesn't
will.
matter. Well, do what you will. Okay. Start of its turn. Roll your damage.
44 slashing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it the rest of the
it's
viewers'
the rest of
turns?
our turns.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoop.
Well, you can still do something cool
Yeah.
using
Okay.
that if you want.
That's there. After Greg is Michael.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it's it's only if it enters it, right?
or it starts.
Or starts
Or
its
starts
turn.
its turn there.
Yeah.
Can a big enemy can the big enemy move through the smaller enemy's space? A la if I pulled it with like a lightning lure.
That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
Okay, but I'm
That's
just like,
why
but I
said
just
it.
don't know how that would interact with the small person in the space because that's what
I'll
I wanted to
allow
do.
it.
Okay.
So the way that we've ruled lightning lure in the past is because it's like, think of it kind of like a fishing line. Like you can pull someone into the same space or through it. Like it doesn't
Okay.
stop you from them
As long as
colliding.
so the thing with lightning lure,
We said
I'm
that
pretty
in the
sure-
past.
Yes, is that I think I have to be within 15 feet. So I actually have to step back.
That's okay.
And then if I do get it, well, I can't see. Here's the thing: I can't hex it because then we'll drop the cloud of daggers, which would have been cool.
Yeah.
All right. It's not hexed.
Okay, right. It's not hexed, and yeah, so I have to lightning lure. So pretend I move 5 feet forward because I can't.
I can move it.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna cast
Oh, shit,
15.
hold
I'm gonna cast lightning lure
Wrong one.
on the big one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna lash out and hit it because now I'm 15 feet from it. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And it has to succeed on a strength saving throw, which is probably actually pretty good at.
Yeah. We'll
But
see.
this will be rad.
Correct. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah.
Shit.
Did well.
Well.
My turn ends.
Apologize.
I use Cathar to kill ourselves.
I will eat
Michael,
the slice.
Michael, I will say you were thinking exactly what I was trying to set up anyways as the second turn, so
Yeah,
good on
that's
you
very
because
cool.
that was I mean, listen, they could both try on their turns to do the exact same
Yeah.
thing. It's a cantrip, so
Sure.
they don't burn a spell
Mhm.
slot on it. But
Nick.
But it's pretty good. I move
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
I really want to cast another cloud of daggers, but that doesn't work.
I know. I was thinking like if we all had our own concentrations, we
Concentrations,
just
3
cast
clouds.
4 cloud of daggers.
Nope.
on it.
if we all had concentrations, this fight would have been over in one round. Like, but
I'm gonna move.
just block
Ma-
them into a square of
Yeah.
cloud of daggers. Yeah.
I'm gonna move max distance, which I think is 30 feet.
Whoop.
And Eldritch Blast the one in cloud of daggers.
The big one. No,
Gosh, we
do the
should-
big
we
one
should-
because
we should really focus. I'll shoot the big one, but I think we should.
well, what I'm
focus.
saying is the small one's going to take 44 damage because of cloud of daggers at the start of its turn, anyways.
Sure.
And I also vocalized that I got rid of its second of 2 dice, implying it's in single-digit health. Nick.
Also, it's actually gonna be 8. It's gonna be 8d4 because we're casting it at 3rd level. Just
Okay, big boy. Pew, pew.
Yeah.
There's a crit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
whoa.
Both
Big
beams are
man
going
blast,
at
boys.
the same target. So
Coming into
Yeah,
town.
blast door.
oh,
Nice.
Is that
Yeah.
it?
well, that's one
Yeah.
beam only technically.
Times 2.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not times
Well,
2.
It's
it
not
rolled it
times
twice.
2. Greg doesn't add
Sorry.
anything to Eldritch Blast. It's a straight D10.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, but it's
It
each
crit.
does.
That's one beam. I just rolled a 1 on the second, so it's not time. Crits aren't times 2 damage. It's you roll the damage twice,
Right. So is this the
and
first
that did.
beam?
That's
I
the
don't
first
understand.
beam.
that's unfortunate. But you still get
Right, but
the additional necrotic damage, so it's 15.
No, it's not hexed.
It's not hexed anymore.
Okay.
Thanks for
Wait,
trying.
Anthony. Well, I guess sorry, Mike. Does the 15 hit? It's 2 beams at 5th level. That's
So
what I'm
15
saying.
does not hit.
Okay, great. So that's
Okay.
what I wanted to clarify.
12.
Consider it
force.
clarified.
Well, forced.
Like, gee.
I'm clarified.
That's it.
Cool.
Wait, Nick,
Cool.
could you have
Hmm.
moved here instead?
Yeah, that's fine. I
'Cause
was just trying to get away.
I feel like we're gonna get back to this corner.
I'm just trying to get far away from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Here
fine.
or here?
There.
There's fine.
Great.
Because I will move.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I'll move 30.
Ah!
The one came along for the
The
ride.
one! Get out of here!
Can I actually go up 1 square?
Yeah.
Wait, do I want that? Yeah, that's fine. I will also Eldritch Blast.
Hell
the
yeah.
big guy.
Okay.
That is the next feat I want to take in my thing. Nice.
22 and 7.
22 hits, 7 is not.
12
Wow.
force. Wait, it is adding charisma.
It is adding charisma,
No, that might be a mistake.
so you must have it, or that's a mistake. Yeah. I looked through his list.
You might have also changed because warlocks can change every level.
That's true if you had the pact at one point.
I don't see the pact in his list, but
Yeah.
he has one
I do
pact
have
thing on his.
some-
Greg, tell us
things-
about your pact.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look. I do have one thing that allows me to add charisma to my damage, but I
I
gotta
think
double check what
it's
it's for.
like agonizing.
What are you pacting on this character sheet?
They're pacting. Don't worry about
Terrible.
Anyway,
Terrible.
I hit for 10
mean,
or 12 damage. And then I'm done.
Yeah, I took the 12.
that. Oh,
Uh,
I guess, yeah, the thing that I have, I need to take that off for Eldritch Blast. It's that Hex Warrior. Whenever you finish a lot, you can touch one weapon that you are proficient with. Well, actually, this is for Anthony to decide. The way that it works is using. Sorry,
don't apologize.
can I just clarify the point? It's I can use my charisma modifier for attack and damage rolls. That's different than adding on charisma, so I must have changed it. So it shouldn't apply to Eldritch Blast. So it should be 10 force damage, not 12. So I'll edit my sheet.
Okay.
Weird how it didn't do it to mine. Oh no, it did.
It did.
Yeah, so it's only 9.
At the start of this Overseer's turn, it will take Cloud of Daggers damage.
Heck
Please
yeah.
roll 4d4.
Yeah.
Actually, 8d4.
64.
64? I thought it was 8.
Six.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, 6.
So
It's
it's dead.
2d4.
That's 60.
You can roll if you want. It is dead.
It is
I
dead.
want to roll anyway.
Roll anyway, but like
A lot of dice.
if I'm hoping that 8d4 is more than 5.
Hey, did Shay didn't move?
Started his turn in there.
No. Oh,
Shoot.
but it was
Oh,
unlocked.
shit. I see what you're saying.
I'm
yes.
talking about the
I
a
think
whole
she's
round has
powering.
passed since I.
Oh,
okay.
sure. I will add her to initiative. Roll the damage.
I can. Nobody did, but I can do it. Why not?
It's your
You
spell,
cast
Greg.
it.
16.
Wow, 16 is a lot more than 5. Describe how you kill this thing with your Cloud of Daggers.
I think the way that it was cast is that you don't know what's happening at first, and then all of these rips appear in its armor, and then you realize that the Nexus was so central to the point where they were standing that the cloud bursts out from his core. So like all these
Ooh.
knives kind of like shred out from the inside and like splatter him all over the place
It's very
from
gnarly.
inside his armor. Yeah.
The escalation moves to 2. I will roll for Shay. I will roll the right dice. Wow. So it's her turn. She will step out of the cage. And she will she's going to use her petrifying gaze on it. I will make a constitution save as the armor.
Uh-oh.
Woof. So the armor starts to lock up. The glowing eyes start to flicker and fade as it just becomes a granite facsimile of itself.
Mm.
And it is now made of stone.
Yeah.
That is just a purple dot.
Hell yeah.
See, I thought that was the one who was going to be immune to.
You can turn anything to stone.
Well, because he's got to see it, though, right? He's got shades, fundamentally. That's why I said you could see, like, glowing eyes.
That is her whole turn. We pass over the power armor's turn, and it's now. Oh, I gotta get rid of him. It's now Vera's turn. Starting with Greg.
I think Vera is going to tell Shay to save the other Gorgon to unlock the cage.
Yeah. Greg,
Um,
make a wisdom save.
20.
Wow. Okay. You feel a compulsion within yourself to move toward her, and you're able to resist it.
Mm.
So sorry, clarification.
Um,
Cathar wants the lives of everyone in the room.
Correct.
Does the turning to stone, doesn't we know reversible historically? He's not dead yet.
Correct.
that's why he has a turn. He's still in the turn order, I
Yep.
imagine.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Vera, like, because she grew up as a Gorgon, like, knows this is reversible, and so, like, I think this is something in her mind that she's like, yeah, this is something that has to be dealt with. She is going to. Would I be able to push something that heavy over? Is that like, I guess I could roll to push it over, right?
You could.
Okay. Vera's gonna go down behind it and try to push it into the cloud of daggers.
Oh.
And that's already up.
Okay. Yeah, make a
Uh,
strength check
Beer is
or
way
athletics.
stronger than I would have ever imagined.
yeah, she's pretty strong. Strength. Not a save, just a check, right?
Just check.
10.
That exactly meets it.
Whoa. Okay, so it takes 64 slashing. Although it's made of stone, so I don't know what the rule is for that, but
Yeah. So you push it over into the cloud of daggers.
Anthony, did you just write nope?
Yep. Oh. I was responding to a whispered message.
Oh.
I didn't realize that it was
Unwhispered back.
non-whispered. Yeah. Shouted.
it is
Shouted
Shay's turn.
So someone leans over and just like, hey, can I do this thing? Just like, no.
No,
No.
no.
Wait, it's not Shay's turn, it's our turn.
It's no.
It's
She
Michael,
might have
right?
Oh yeah, it's the rest
All
of
the Veras.
the rest of Vera's turns.
Uh-oh. 'Cause I've
You're
had
right.
great luck. It's okay. I can have another third useless turn in a row, right?
We'll see.
Look, I have a bunch of cantrips, so you can just Eldritch Blast the fuck out of it over and over again on your
Yeah.
turns.
So it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I let's see here. So it's in it's in the cloud of daggers. Is cloud of daggers just there's no save, is there?
No, it's just when it starts or enters for the
When it
first
starts its
time,
turn.
it takes that.
I'm just
Or
gonna
enters for
move
the first
over
time.
and chill touch the statue. You know? Why not? So I guess I don't even have to get closer. I'm gonna do it, and I guess I roll.
This is my least favorite named spell in the whole game. Because it sounds like it should be an ice cantrip
Absolutely,
that touch
it
range. And it's 120 feet necromancer cantrip.
Yeah. So it needs to make a save, which it fails automatically. So you just deal the damage.
No, it's a hit.
2d8.
There's a save? I don't think it was a save.
Oh,
It's a ranged spell attack.
That's
Yeah,
confusing because it's
alright.
giving me a spell save, but it is a
No, it
it is
just
a ranged
always
spell
shows
attack.
the spell. Yeah. Sorry, I just have to look at charisma
Wait.
plus 5. Okay. So 17, and then I roll 2d8.
Yep.
I assume 17 hits it because it's denied.
You have advantage, so
17 hits anyway. Okay.
There's gonna be a horrifying scene. You see this statue that's been like turning to stone, falls into just like ethereal knives like flying in and out, and then a burst of horrible necrotic energy. It's just like these children are not.
Yeah.
This I would classify within the bounds of what we're doing here. A vivid vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Anything else on your turn, Michael?
You
did deal damage on
I
your
did
turn.
deal some damage. I know.
I'll say
I
that
thought
right
I
now,
thought
for the
about
record.
casting poison spray. It's just a waste of time. I think seeing them, I think helping her, and I think she would turn and tell them to, as soon as you open the cage, run, and then I'd want Vera to move over here away from the kids and try to give them a chance to see if they can escape.
Make a wisdom save.
No.
You have to.
Okay.
Narrative plot hook. Ooh.
Ooh.
You don't. You stay right there.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
Escalation's 3.
Man, that 24 would have
So
nice.
Shay unlocks this door.
Wait, what
And
about me and Joe?
Oh, who even are you? Sorry, this is confusing with the turn order track.
I imagine,
Yeah.
yes. It's okay. My
yes.
turn's gonna be easy.
Nick,
Here comes an
please.
Eldritch blah blah blah. 16 or 15. Actually, they have advantage, so 16 hit.
Does this AC change when it's stone?
Oh wait, this creature has
I-
resistance to all damage. Hope everyone knows that.
What?
Yeah,
And
if
when you're
when you're
petrified-
stoned.
It
All
has
damage.
resistance. It's not immunity.
Hmm.
It just takes half of everything.
Yeah, that.
16 misses though. You said all second beam. That's crit.
Ooh, shit. Crit hits.
6 force damage.
It's actually
34.
19. The first one's 19 because we have escalation.
Oh, you're right.
yeah.
Does 19 hit?
The first one also hits.
So 6 force
So
plus
6
11
total.
force. Yeah. 5
By
total.
half.
6 force
'cause it's
plus
resistance.
6 and 6.
6
No,
and 5.
6
Oh.
and 5.
6 and 5. That's 11.
Yep.
Got it.
And I'm gonna move over here.
Make a wisdom save.
18.
No, you don't move.
Oh, it's getting harder.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It is getting harder.
Ooh. I'm getting
Yosef.
lost in the sauce.
I will pull out my scythe. The scythe.
Yep.
Cathar,
I
in your hands.
can't move.
Feels really good in your hands.
I'm gonna
Yep.
move right
Hey,
here.
you can always throw Cathar.
Like at an axe throwing
Yeah, right.
bar.
Are you still mirror imaging?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not
It-
concentration.
I just left the game.
Bye. Quick, let the kids escape.
Yeah.
Let the GMs away.
No.
I'm attacking Shay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
Yep.
20.
Oof. Yeah, that's
It's a hit.
that's a good roll.
Enough to hit a
4
child.
slashing,
Oh,
2
no.
necrotic.
She does. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't have multiple attacks, do I?
You do not until 6th.
You do.
Oh,
Do it,
shit.
5.
Is it 6th?
You do.
Is it a 6th level pack though?
I took a feat thirsting blade, so you do double attacks each time you attack with Cathar.
Very
Oh
nice.
my god. Wait, and you might. Oh gosh. Okay.
22.
Nice.
That's
Now he rolls
absolutely
well.
it.
Another 6
Yeah,
damage.
when it's killing innocents, he's doing fucking great.
Yeah, she is. She's down on one knee. She's got big gashes. She's bleeding
Jesus.
all over the place.
Cathar said all the lives.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. Now the escalation is 3. It's Shay's turn. She
Sucks.
tries to get this other Gorgon out of the cage. She does. And she sort of like tries to like block to block your movement against it. She will she'll try to hit you.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
12
No.
misses.
Can you cast Hellish
And-
Rebuke on a miss?
No, only if you've been
You have
damaged
to
up
be
to
hit.
Damn.
A 20 does probably
hit
hit.
That'll hit.
I would like to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh man,
God.
Joe. We're all playing such a different game than Joe. Oh,
Oh,
I'm not
whoops.
surprised
I
in any way.
here's the thing.
put that in wrong. Sorry. That's 6 damage to Vera.
Okay.
With her fists. And then a Hellish Rebuke.
So
I don't know what
She
the
has to
roll
do
is
a-
for.
It's a save, right?
She has to
Dexterity
do
saving throw.
a dex
Yeah.
saving throw. So she has to beat a 13. And she would take 3d. Oh,
Yep,
beats
Beats
it.
it, beats
Ooh.
it.
Got it.
So half damage for... Oh.
I think it's save or suck.
Is it save or
Oh,
suck?
No, it's
Failed
it's
save,
on-field save
half,
or
yeah.
half.
So it's...
One
Sorry,
damage.
So half of
3d
3d.
6? No, that's the wrong roll.
No,
3d
3d10.
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 That says 2d10, but
no, but it's at
I'm
the higher
sorry.
level
No,
though.
no.
oh yeah, it's at second level.
It's at the
Alright,
higher
okay.
level.
So
So half of that.
17, half of 17, which is 8.
Fire. Yeah.
Fire.
Yep.
Oof.
So that was her turn. It is the Power Armor's turn. They will take the Cloud of Daggers damage. Start. Greg, that's your spell.
64.
Yes.
Right? We just said
64. So it's 15 slashing.
Very good.
Mhm.
Love that. So they will stand up and attack this group of Gorgons.
We didn't do mirror image for the other
oh, true.
ones attacking us, but it's fine.
A little late to
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Shay attacking us? I guess
Let's
that
just say
does...
they knew.
Oh,
who we
you're
were.
right.
It's fine.
Because Joe cast it, he
fine.
could also have dismissed it if he wants to get hit. So
I don't
It's
want
fine.
to
Let's
get
just
hit. I'm doing
No,
what
no, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
Just moving forward, we'll remember. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
mentioning it.
It worked too. Damn.
26 to hit with its fist,
It would. So
and 16 to hit with his fists.
wow. So the first one hits because we didn't roll over a 6, and the second one misses. And one of the mirrors images goes away.
Okay.
wait, I'm sorry. Did I miss
It goes
something? Because
away.
I thought it was petrified.
This is
Oh, you're
Shay
right. Oh,
attacking.
I've completely forgot.
Yeah, I was
It
just
is
like,
petrified.
I'm like,
Oh,
how's
I
this
thought
punching
I
us?
thought you were just like, oh, okay.
Nope. I forgot.
That's why you got the rook. Yeah.
Yep.
I was just like, how did I miss it? Unpetrifying.
Yeah, that is its turn.
No,
Vera's turn.
fair.
Greg.
How do I copy over that one?
I got
Whatever.
it.
Can you do that?
Yep.
Okay. Vera is going to attack Shay with Cathar.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay. That is 6 damage.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Tell me how you kill your childhood friend.
I think Vera, it's one of those things where she's in this like battle rage and she
Yeah.
hasn't realized that the first time that she's done this, but having been hit by Shay and like been attacked by the other one, she like snaps out of it and just sees what she's done, and like before she can even register like, oh fuck, I've done this, she just puts Shay out of her misery to save her pain. So I think she just like immediately extends the scythe and just at her neck draws it. And it is like in her mind is like, block it out, block it out, block it out. Like you can't think about this
Yeah.
right now. And she has a second attack, so she's
Yep.
gonna attack the other one with
Okay.
Cathar. 11 probably doesn't hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah. Did she take half damage? Did she take damage on the miss?
Not
Hold
a
on.
miss. No, that's only in. That's
No.
not in.
No, I'm just double checking whether I have a thing.
Not
with
on scythe
hex.
attacks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That was. I think that's my turn. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna move. She misses, but I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Michael.
So I know the mood is shifting. And I think, but it's like in this like, again, seeing the blood splatter. I think almost like you move that way, but almost stumble that way, seeing like the blood of your friend on your scythe and on you now. And I think I'm gonna give one last step. That Vera looks at this other Gorgon and says, "Petrify me, do it now." And I'm gonna try to hold. I'm gonna try to not kill this kid. I'm gonna do something that's gonna stick me here. Let's see, what can I do to make it to slow everyone else down a little bit?
Can we counterspell our own spells?
I am going.
No counter spell.
Yeah, we do.
You
I
do?
We do,
Yeah.
yeah.
We do know counterspell.
I haven't
That's
used it yet.
So funny,
But you
actually.
kissed
Right?
Mirror Image and Hellish Rebuke, so you're probably out of spell
I am out of spell
Joe.
slots.
He's out of spells. I am not. I'm gonna dismiss our mirror image.
Oh,
I
fun.
think I can do. Doesn't actually
Great.
say if I can. I assume I can.
Grape, can you delete those?
Yeah.
I don't know which ones you can control.
So I'm gonna make
You
it
can use your
easier to
action to
hit.
dismiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my action.
It is
That
your
seems
action.
Yeah.
egregious. Okay.
Damn,
I regret my decisions. No, but I'm gonna make it easier to hit. And so I wish people didn't change the sheet while I was looking at it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I keep forgetting.
This is the thing is I love playing Vera. She could do so much shit until you realize I can only do 2 shit. That's like,
I only get 2 shit per fight. I want many shit.
I mean the cantrips help, but like yeah, it's like, oh, there's so much stuff I want to do.
Okay.
Right.
I am gonna hex ourselves.
Nice.
What is the saving throw for petrification?
It's
Constitution.
well,
It's DC 14.
Constitution.
I'm saying it's
Constitution.
Constitution. So I'm gonna make us bad at Constitution saves with hex.
okay.
Fascinating. Hex is a.
That's an action. Or no, it's a
It is
bonus
an
action.
action.
It's a
Oh, shoot.
concentration.
Okay, so wait, no, I wouldn't have enough actions then though.
Oh,
It's a
it is
bonus
an
action.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, bonus action. Yeah.
Plus curse. Yep, that's fine.
And I will try to move as far away from the kid as I can.
I mean,
Okay.
you say
I know
kid, but that's the same age as you.
Sure. Yes, we are also a kid, but that doesn't mean I'm not moving away from the kid. But I'm going to try to move
Yep.
30 feet back.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
I can move him.
I have to see if I can
Yes, to make the
first.
Oh,
Wisdom.
sure.
Can you put him back?
15.
He failed.
I failed. So I stay right there.
All right.
After Michael is Nick.
I can't kill them all, and I'm throwing Cathar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Far away.
Chuck it.
Ooh.
Saber throw. Let's go.
Away from you?
It's going to
Yeah, like
boomerang.
like far away, like up here.
Yeah. Honestly, if it crit fails, it could just literally do like a big arc and then chop off the head of your.
I mean, I'm not
Sorry,
aiming
wait.
it. I'm aiming.
You're throwing it over here.
Yeah, away from the other.
Oh,
Gorgon.
Mhm.
interesting.
Yep.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Against the floor.
No.
You're fighting Cathar.
Right, yeah.
This thing is thirsty, dude.
There it is. 10.
That does miss, but it ends up right back in your hands.
Oof.
Okay. I'm gonna stab my eyes.
That would be an action.
I'm just kidding. I know that's another action.
This is a great
I know
test of the
drinking moonshine
player
can-
alignment, if not the player
Yeah.
character alignment.
I know.
Well,
I know drinking
honestly-
moonshine can make you blind, but this is ridiculous.
I'm going with like when I would have the willpower to,
Yeah.
to try to not do this. Really,
It's hard because we are not
Vera?
ourselves, though. So we are still Vera.
But
But
our
we are
minds-
ourselves witnessing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You are yourself
Experiencing.
witnessing things that have happened.
Right.
And I still think Vera would not want to do this.
Correct.
Good. It's a
I'm gonna
battle
go-
within
I'm
herself.
gonna go prone.
I love using all the mechanical.
Classic
That's-
turtle. Classic turtle. Just goes fucking
What a
prone.
turtle move!
Nick,
So,
make a wisdom save.
It's so
is
funny.
it possible anymore to succeed on this?
You'd still do it.
19.
Ooh,
Oh,
19's
no.
pretty good.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh,
prone.
God.
I'm gonna use my
Oh,
bonus
man.
action and disengage.
You're not engaged.
You're not engaged.
No, it's just you get to move again.
No, that's dash.
You get,
No,
or
that's
dash.
dash.
Sorry, dash. Yeah.
Wait,
I'm-
you can't use bonus
dash
action to
is an
dash.
action. That's only thieves.
Yeah,
Good point.
there's no bonus actions that give you movement unless you're a rogue.
There's no bonus actions to do really anything unless you have something
No.
that says you have a bonus
Yeah.
action. I'm gonna use a bonus action. Yeah, I got nothing
I think
else.
we've done what we can.
I'm gonna hold still.
It's up to Joe, and it's up to this child.
I'm just gonna try to fight against it. That's all.
Okay. It is their turn.
It's Joe's turn.
Joe's turn.
It's Joe's turn.
You know what
Uh,
that means? Open season, rabbit season.
So Cathar appears in Vera's hand again as she slowly takes 2 steps forward and makes an attack.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Hits.
I think this damage is not working.
No, it's not. Rolling 1 plus
Strength
2
based?
2 strength.
plus 1.
Something's wrong in the
It's
sheet.
not rolling anything.
Yeah.
It's not rolling a dice.
Oh, damage is 1. No, it should be more than that.
It should be 1d8.
I'm fixing
Somebody
it.
must have.
I'm also
yeah.
okay.
I just fixed it. Okay. I mean, just roll a d8.
And it should be +2 because it's plus charisma. The pact weapon.
Yeah, not strength.
Yeah, plus.
Well,
but
it
it's
is-
plus
it is
necrotic
strength.
as well because of
Is
my
it
other feat.
Strength and charisma? Do you get to add both?
Yeah.
I thought you get to add charisma instead of strength.
It's charisma. It's 1d. It's the d8s, which actually I think it's 2 now because it's the double bladed. Oh no, it's the 1d8 because of the double blade. It's 1d8.
Strength
It should
and
be plus
charisma are both
charisma,
2.
plus charisma, plus my charisma equivalent of necrotic damage. That's what the formula.
Sure,
should
I
be.
get the extra necrotic
Right.
damage, but I don't
It's-
think
Oh.
strength should be added.
Strength
It-
should not be added. It should be 1d8 plus charisma.
Okay, we can let's fix it.
Plus charisma or plus strength are the same for Greg.
They
Oh.
are the same, but he shouldn't get both of them, is what we're
No.
trying to say.
Correct.
Yeah, so you should have okay. So it is just 1d8 plus charisma plus 1 because it's a +1 weapon.
Yes.
Adding, it is specifically your equivalent of charisma
It's
damage.
Charisma
2
mod.
necrotic damage.
Yeah, it's charisma.
Yeah, it's 2
mod
necrotic.
as-
So it's
a-
I
as
said it. It's the
necrotic.
charisma mod for necrotic
Modifier.
damage.
So you're gonna
That's
get
what it is.
0 plus charisma, necrotic. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It now looks correct.
Okay, so 6 slashing and 8 damage.
It would have been really funny if you'd have done 4 and
The
2
same
again.
exact one.
The first time I rolled it twice, I was like, "Well, that's weird. It rolled it twice," and then Greg rolled it or someone else rolled it, and I was like,
Yep.
"Wait, a third time?" And then I did it again. I was like, "Something's wrong."
Yeah. Fool me
Hey,
once.
I get a second attack.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do.
You got it.
10 probably doesn't hit.
No.
Well, dang.
You swing wide.
That's one IE
A scythe?
protecting this kid.
Although it
And
looks
Manning.
very cool, it's an unwieldy weapon.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm done.
And yeah, we're not even fully grown.
Mm-hmm.
It is this Gorgon's turn. She will attack you.
She's not gonna try to paralyze us, or petrify us, like I shouted at her and set up for her.
It said, "Do it."
Sure. She will make an attack.
Bargaining with the TM.
I'm just saying, I'm like, you shout against like petrify me, and then I do the things to make it easier to petrify me.
Make a charisma save. I'm sorry, not charisma.
Constitution.
Constitution save.
Should I
with
do that?
disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the one who. Yeah.
Do I just click it twice to just with disadvantage?
It's not disadvantage.
It
You
is because I hexed
hexed
myself.
Oh, you're right.
No, if you click it once, it should roll both.
Okay.
Nat 1.
Critical failure.
And
Wow.
legendary resistance.
Now what? That's
true.
a good out.
That's
A
true.
good out.
Cathara is an otherworldly being.
Mm-hmm.
Although I like seeing Anthony try and figure out how to work this into the past.
Here's the thing.
Vera-
He didn't give a timeline, so it just means Vera has to eventually kill this person.
Vera,
That's true.
you're turned to stone.
Yeah.
The vision fades. You know, obviously, that you are recovered from this condition. And when you come to, you are back at Paris. You are standing at a hearing, and Nephra is standing at the plaintiff's stand, and she is vehemently denouncing you.
Hmm.
She knows what you've done. She knows that Shay is dead. She knows that this other Gorgon is still missing, but that a Gorgon is dead at your hands, and that you are responsible for their deaths, as opposed to regarding the safety of the clan as the utmost priority. And you feel the scathing denunciation of your superior. And this this look just like it forms, I'll say it like a core memory for you. Like this look of depreciation and degradation has been carried with you since this day. But the vision shifts, and it brings you to another place, which feels weirdly like the present day. And you're in a temple. And the temple is full of snake bodies. You can see them writhing around the pillars. You can see them winding all up the different levels. You can feel yourself in this space. You feel yourself, like, obviously you were all Vera, but now you feel yourselves as Vera right now, having experienced everything leading up to now. You're standing in this temple that in reality does not exist. And at the altar, you see there is there's a plinth, and the plinth has like sort of like a blanked out like a neutral mask almost, like a just a blank face. What do you do?
I'd defer to Greg on this one.
Yeah, this seems.
I think Vera goes up to the plinth and she takes she like looks at this neutral mask and she whispers to her snakes, and I think you see that her snakes start to like swarm around her hair, and then they all cover her face, and using their fangs they peel back each individual scale that she has on her face, so like popping them off like one by one with their fangs until every part of her face is scaleless. And then when that happens, they pick up the neutral mask and kind of like put it over her newly scaleless visage.
Sorry if that wasn't clear. It is like a blanked face that is made of stone etched into the altar.
Oh, not like an
It is not a
actual
mask.
mask.
It is like it looks like a neutral mask, like just like a blanked out human face.
Gotcha.
But it's made of stone. It's part of the altar.
Well, same thing happens, but then she puts her face into the slot of the.
It is
protruding.
It is protruding. It is
shit. Okay.
convex.
Not an indentation. Well, fuck me. So, anyways,
Yes, using the term mask made us
Come
think it was
on,
a
Greg,
mask.
solve my puzzle.
But I think yes, you have a cool thing of like still staring at it, neutral, like blank face to blank face. It's
yes.
actually
I think
really cool. Yeah.
I think all of that is that she strips away her scales to look at this face dead on, and she lowers herself at the same eyesight as it.
Yeah. Make a save. Make a charisma save.
If you said Constitution, I was going to say we're still next.
You're not. You're out of that vision.
20.
20. Recalling upon what you have seen just in your adventure prior, like even just in the couple of in the MetaSense sessions leading up to this, you can tell that this face, this neutral mask here, requires something to be put on it. It looks like it's missing.
Are we equipped?
You have all of Vera's items.
Yeah, I think she's going to put the mask of Kabura over the stone mask.
When you do this, there's an apparition.
He's huge.
He's actually huge.
In fact, he is.
That is to scale.
Hey.
That's real. Fucking huge. All of the different snake bodies in this realm are Kabura. They're all swirling and writhing around you. And you feel, all of you as Vera, feel seen and regarded as Kabura looks at you. And you see this sort of dead-eyed snake gaze travel between the four of you, and you feel immediately like split from single Vera to the four of you as they regard you and they look to each of you, Manny, Quinn, and Wanai. And the god, Kabura, says to you, friends of Vera, what have you learned of your friend?
We have all of Vera's memories up until this point.
Correct.
I want to make a joke so bad.
Oh, to us later.
That's the challenge, Joe.
Um. Quinn is gonna say, well, I know for one thing, I know why she keeps secrets.
These words are accepted.
I know that Vera will always fight, even when it's an impossible situation.
These words are accepted.
I've learned that Vera has the strength to make a terrible choice in order to try to save others.
These words, with hesitation, are accepted. Vera then turns their gigantic snake head. Sorry, Kabura then turns their giant snake head to Vera.
Racist.
Not racist. I just have a lot of notes.
Yeah.
And you can feel the god's voice in your mind. And they say, Vera, what have you learned about yourself?
I think that Vera thinks for a minute and says, oh man. I know something in our notes that I need to find, and it's taking all the momentum out of this. But just to paraphrase, there was a legend that's passed down in the Gorgon clan about two brothers, and it's the story of why snakes shed their skin,
Oh, yeah.
and how Kabura becomes the trickster god, essentially.
Yeah.
In order to save himself. And I forgot the name that I gave, but that was the kind of origination. And so I think Vera thinks at that and says, I've learned that a savior and a trickster are the same, and that shedding one's skin is not fleeing. It is evolving to be terrible and beautiful at once. And I aim to shed my skin again and again and again, if it exalts you and if it empowers me.
Kabura nods their head and asks you, Vera, are you ready to walk the path of the scale, the path of the serpent?
I am.
You then hear the god's mighty voice in your mind, and they ask, or that they don't ask, they allow you. You feel this vibe of openness. You are allowed to ask the god one question.
I want to make the same joke so bad.
Again, Joe, I truly appreciate your self-containment.
I think she thinks for a while about this, and what she kind of realizes is she wants to know which of your brethren, by which she means gods,
Yep.
do you wish to cast down?
Oh shit.
Interesting.
Not the magic card cast down.
Obviously.
Was that the same joke you wanted to make earlier?
No, it's a really good one.
I'm sure it was.
The one of my brethren that I wished to cast down, the deed is already done.
Shit.
In that case, how can I commune with Vria and gain their aid?
Vria resides in Trisalis. You will meet her soon.
Does he say anything about gaining her aid?
They don't.
Okay. I think that's enough for
Yeah.
Vera to know that that is fated.
As you hear those words, the vision starts to fade, and the four of you separate from being Vera to being yourselves. You awaken at probably around half HP to maybe a quarter, depending on how much HP you have, but you have survived the trial of the scale. You have survived the night, and that is where we will end tonight. Thank you all for
Hell
playing.
yeah, brother.
Thank you all for playing somebody else's character sheet, and we will see you in about 2 weeks.